bobtails in their snout. They loved Christmas and let us sing the Who down.
Zero, 9, 3, and next time is Zoe, 9, 9, pick their top.
Cindy, Cindy Lou. Cindy, Cindy Lou. Cindy, Cindy Lou. Excuse me, Merry Christmas, excuse me. Excuse me, Merry Christmas. Cindy Lou, excuse me, Merry Christmas. Cindy Lou, we got a snoozer-phone for your sister Sue, a snoozer-phone for your brother Drew, a munkle for your uncle, a fan for your aunt, and a fan for your cousin Leon. Now we just need a Cindy Lou.
Dad, doesn't this seem like a bit much?
This is what Christmas is all about. Can't you feel it?
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? Where is the laughter you used to bring me? Why can't I hear music play? My world is changing, I'm rearranging. Is that why Christmas changes too? Where are you, Christmas? Do you remember the one you used to know? I'm not the same one. See what the time's done. Is that why you have let me go? Christmas is here everywhere. Oh, Christmas is here if you can know. If there is love in your heart and in your mind, you will feel like Christmas all the time. Where are you, Christmas? I know I found you. You never fade away. The joy of Christmas stays here inside us, fills each and every heart with love.
Two sides are too small.
Boy, nothing beats Christmas, right?
I guess.
You guess?
Well, it's just I look at you and Mom and everyone getting kerbobbled. Doesn't this seem superfluous?
Dad, we saw him!
Saw who?
We were in the woods looking for a tree when out of nowhere.
Yeah, and he was like, grr!
Yeah, and we were like, ah!
Saw who?
Yeah, and he was like, ee.
Yeah, and he was like, eek!
Saw who?
Yeah, and he was like, ah!
And we were like, no!
Saw who?
He was horrible.
Who is horrible?
He was awful!
Who is awful?
It was the Grinch.
Did someone just say Grinch?
Hello, Mayor Mayhew.
I don't need to remind y'all that this Christmas marks the 1000th jubilation. The most important celebration. And the Book of Who says very clearly that every son of who we can measure knows that the jubilation is a time we must treasure. No one is to provoke the one creature, then a billion millimeters appear who hates Christmas. No one is to provoke the Grinch.
But whatever the reason, it's hard to choose to stood around Christmas Eve, hate under who.
Alphabetically. Aardvarken Ebenezer Who, I hate you. Aaron Benson B. Who, I hate you too. Hate, 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 hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely.
Staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm-lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every who down in Whoville beneath would be now busy hanging a mistletoe wreath.
Nutcrackers. It's their jubilation. They're hanging their stockings.
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow's Christmas is practically here.
Then he growled with his Grinch fingers, nervously drumming. He must find a way to stop Christmas from coming. Yes, he knew tomorrow all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early and rush for their toys. And then oh, the noise, all the noise, 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 noise.
If there's one thing I hate, it has to be the noise, 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 noise. Their shrieks, squeaks, and squeals racing around on their wheels. They'll dance with jinglers tied on to their heels. And they'll blow their flute-floopers, and they'll bang their tar-tinkers. And they'll blow their hoo-hoopers, and they'll bang their gardinkers. And then they'll play noisy games like Zouzit or Carzay, a roller skate type with lacrosse and croquet.
Then all the who's young and old will sit down to a feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, 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 feast. They'll feast on who pudding and American roast beast.
Roast beast is a feast I can't stand in the least.
And then
Oh,
they'll-
no, now I'm speaking in rhymes. Blast you, who's?
And then they'll do something we hate most of all. Every who down to the world, the tall and the small, will stand close together with Christmas bells ring. Will stand hand in hand, and those who's will start singing.
Forest, Forest,
this whole thing?
Well, for 53 years he'd put up with it now. He must stop Christmas from coming. But how? Then the Grinch got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what I'll do.
The Grinch laughed in his throat as he made a quick Santa Claus hat and coat. He chuckled and clucked at his great Grinchy trick. With his coat and his hat, he looked just like Saint Nick.
Now, all I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer were scarce, there were none to be found. Did that stop the Grinch?
Ha!
The Grinch simply said,
If I can't find a reindeer, then I'll have to make one instead.
so he called his dog Max
Max!
and took some black thread and tied a big horn on top of his head. Then he took some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max.
All right, you're a reindeer. Here's your motivation. Name's Rudolph, freak with the red nose, and nobody likes you. Then, one day Santa picks you and you save Christmas. Okay, forget that part. We'll improvise. Just keep it kinda loosey-goosey. You hate Christmas. You're gonna steal it. Action!
Then the Grinch said,
Giddy up!
and the sleigh started down toward the Who's where they lay in a snooze in their hose.
All the windows were dark. Quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were all sleeping. Sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square,
This is stop number 1.
the old Grinchy Claus hissed as he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, so could the Grinch. He only got stuck for a moment or two, then he stuck his head out of the fireplace where the little Who's on his hanging around.
These stockings
He grinned.
are the first things to go.
Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room and took every present. Pop guns, bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn and plums. Then he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney.
Go on, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as ugly as the cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch.
I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. Super nice, it's super nice. You're a crooked turkey jockey and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch.
Your soul is the most appalling dumpy, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of rubbish imaginable. Mangled up and tangled up knots.
You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks, your soul is full of gum, Mr. Grinch.
3 words that best describe you are as following, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk.
Then he sunk in the icebox, he took the loose feast, he took the whole pudding, he took the roast beef. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took the last pan of goulash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee.
And now
Grinned the Grinch.
I will stuff up the tree.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast. He saw a small who, little Cindy Lou Who, who was no more than 2.
Excuse me.
The Grinch had been caught by his tiny who daughter who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said,
Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?
but you know, little Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought of a line and thought it out quick.
Why, my sweet little tot.
The big Santa Claus lied.
The light on this tree, that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and I'll bring it back here.
And this fib fooled the child, and he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed.
And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. On the walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs far too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 4:15 dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still asleep when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, their ribbons, their wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings.
He rode with his load to the tip top to dump it.
Pooh-pooh to all the Who's.
He was gratefully humming. They'd be finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They were just waking up and knew just what they'd do.
Their mouths will all hang open for a minute or two. Then all the Who's down in Whoville will start to cry.
Boo-hoo!
That's a noise
Grinned the Grinch.
that I simply must hear.
This is all the Grinch's fault. I can't believe he did this. The Grinch ruined Christmas.
I'm actually glad he took our presents, Mr. Mayor.
You're glad everything is gone? You're glad the Grinch ruined Christmas?
You can't hurt Christmas, Mr. Mayor, because it isn't about the contest or the fancy lights or the presents. That's what Cindy's been trying to tell everyone. And me. She's been trying to tell me.
What's wrong with you? This is a child.
She's my child. And she happens to be right, by the way. All I need is right here. My family.
Excuse me?
Yes, hello, little girl. How dare you interrupt my evil plan? The impudence, the audacity, the unmitigated gall. You've called down the thunder. Now get ready for the boom. Gaze into the face of fear. Booga, booga!
Hello, Mr. Grinch. My name is Cindy Lou.
You see, even now the terror is welling up inside of you.
I'm not scared.
Denials to be expected in the face of pure evil.
I don't think so.
A doubt, another unmistakable sign of the heebie-jeebies. Now you're doomed. Run for your life. I'm a psycho. Danger, danger.
I think you might need a timeout.
Kids today, so desensitized by movies and television. What do you want?
Just listen.
He paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound. Rising over the snow, it started in low, then it started to grow.
Doris, welcome Christmas, Christmas Day. Wahoo, Forest, Ahoo, Doris, welcome Christmas, Christmas Day.
But this sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very.
Merry Christmas!
He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who, down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet as cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzle was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas
He thought,
doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
well, what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
And then the true meaning of Christmas came through, and the Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches plus 2. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. With a smile in his soul, he descended Mount Crumpet, cheerily blowing
Ho, ho!
on his trumpet.
He roamed to Whoville, he brought back the toys, he brought back the food to the Whovilles and boys. He brought back their stringers and puzzles. He brought back everything, the food for the feast, and he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beef.
Forest, Ahoo, Doris, welcome Christmas, come up, 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 shoo-doo up. Shoo-be-doo up, 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 shoo-doo up. A box of dreams about the Christmas dream, but tonight I won't be sleeping. I got the Crosby on and all my troubles gone with the spirit I've been keeping. I got the boxes wrapped, I got the boxes stacked, and on all those Christmas lights. I'm all around the tree like it all should be. I got the perfect Christmas night. Shoo-be-doo up, 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 shoo-doo up. 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 I got the Christmas tree, I got the memories, I got the box of decorations. I got the tinsel strung, the mistletoe's been hung, I got the means of celebration. I got the lights down low, the skies are dreaming snow, I got the Yule log burning bright. And by the Christmas tree, I've got you here with me, I got the perfect Christmas night. And by the Christmas tree, I got you here with me, I got the perfect Christmas night. Shoo-be-doo up, 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 shoo-doo up. Shoo-be-doo up, 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 shoo-doo up. Shoo-be-doo up, up, shoo-doo up. Shoo-be-doo up, up, shoo-doo up. Wah, wah, wah.